Hello everyone, how are you guys doing today? Today I wanna talk about the shallow beings. So lately I've been seeing a lot of different posts and information about shallow beings, and I just wanted to share my experience with them. So throughout my life, I've actually seen shallow beings a couple times. So what I call a shallow being, it's a sort of shallow, but instead of being on the floor, it stands up and walks just like us, right? It looks like a shadow, but it's a little more deeper and darker in color. It's a super deep black. Everybody has different opinions about these guys. Some say that they're evil or good. Um, on my opinion, they've been just bad experiences. The first time that I ever saw one of these shallow beings, I was walking towards my house, back from a friend's house, I think, and on my way there something dropped out of a tree, and this like black thing just came from the tree shallow, and it just moved forwards until it was like right in front of my feet, and then it stood up from the ground and just sort of stared at me and went away. As this happened, I got a rush of feelings inside of me. It was just fear and just a really negative energy, and I got paralyzed for about 5 to 10 minutes. I couldn't move, I couldn't think, I couldn't do anything. It was just stillness. I couldn't move. I don't know if it was out of fear, or I couldn't move because of whatever the shallow beings do. Or so that was my first experience with them. After that, I just went home and everything was fine, I guess. Then I had another experience when I was just laying in bed, and I remember I had my computer on me. It must have been like 3, 4 a.m. around there, 5 maybe. And from the computer, I could see four shadows around me. So I was like, oh, it's probably the computer's light creating some sort of shadow, right? So because of that, I went to bed and I just shut down my computer, but the shadows were still there. So it started to getting a little scary. And then two of the shadows just sat on my bed. As they sat on the bed, I kind of like went there to feel them with my leg, and it was heavy. It was as if something heavy was sitting on my bed and it couldn't go past a certain point. So it was pretty scary, but I just went to bed. I just let it there and I prayed a little and hoped that everything was fine. So the next experience that I had with them, this one was the really bad one. When I was about 14, 13 is when I believe that I must have been either possessed or something, or some spirit just came to me. But so I woke up as I was laying in bed, and my mom was outside screaming to me because I wasn't going to school at the time. I didn't give a shit about anything, and I just would be in my room all day. So this day I woke up, it must have been around 10, 11, with my mom shouting at the door and like knocking on my door to tell me to get out and go to school, right? As this happened, I woke up and something black was on my back, and I just couldn't move at all. I just felt that on my back, and as I was trying to talk, as I was trying to say anything, I couldn't. I couldn't move, or I couldn't scream, or couldn't do anything. But with my range of movement, I managed to see on my back, and all I was seeing was some black thing on top of me. This lasted for about 10 minutes, and then when it finally moved and I was able to stand up, I had to run to a bathroom to puke, and it was like the puke was just really weird. It was such a gruesome puke. It didn't look like normal puke, and my stomach was just sick for the whole day, and that was just a really weird one. Then I had another experience that was, this one was very bad, I think. So I was in bed there, and then again I had the shadows around me. So I just closed my computer, and I decided to go to bed, and because that's usually what like will help it. It will usually go away after I went to bed. So I go to bed, and then as I'm going to bed, they started like pulling the blankets, right? So I'm like, oh, that's kind of scary. So I just like pull them back, and I'm like praying there, trying to go to sleep, and just I needed to go to sleep. And then as that happened, I could see these two shadow beings just standing there on my bed, and it was just really like it was a really really negative energy around in the air. It just didn't feel right. Then after this, I started like the bed started sort of like trembling, and it just felt really really scary. And my door closed, so I'm like, okay, I need to get the fuck out. So I remember running out, opening my door, and just leaving the room completely. And I went to just sleep with my mom because I was scared. Now, this is the part that it's very nice, and for anybody dealing with this kind of situation, it could be really helpful. The way that I deal with this was my mom actually helped me with this. We we gathered some Palo Santo. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of it. It's a really really good protective and getting rid of negative energies type of wood. You just burn it around your house like an incense. For this situation, however, what we did, we just like grabbed a bunch of Palo Santo, and we put them in crosses with a red ribbon in the center. So you go with a red ribbon in the center, you put them in crosses, and then you put them on every corner of your room, and that actually keeps them away. That helps. I had I at this point I've had a lot of experiences with these beings, and so after we did that, we put the crosses all around, did some prayers and some cleansing and ritual and incense burning and all that, and it actually just went away. It didn't get any other experience like that until I moved out of the house, and it was just it worked really really well. So if any of you guys have the same experience, I definitely recommend you to get some Palo Santo and work with that. On top of that, you can also use black obsidian and salt on your windows and doors, and there's just many ways that you can get rid of them. You just have to really do some research. Don't let them scare you. Don't let them keep playing games on you. You can fight back. You know, as humans, we have a lot of power and we have more energy than them, and there's a lot more that we can do. It's not just them being overly powerful. You can do something too. You can get rid of them. I hope you guys like this video. I just wanted to share one of my experiences. I'll keep doing more videos, and if you guys have any suggestions for further videos, let me know in the comment section. And yeah, much love and blessings for all of you. May the moon and the sun be with you.